Hello everyone, as you can see this tutorial is about camera movement, and you can also see that I like to do it a lot. Camera movement is great because it makes your films more dynamic, more cinematic, and it's just useful for a lot of different things. So what I decided to do is that I'm going to go through 3 different types of camera movements: the pan, dolly shot, and of course the shaky cam. And I'll just give a couple examples in my own films, kind of show you what each of them looks like, and then I'll try to show you how to do it. But first, I just want to say one thing about tripods. If you want camera movement in your films, I would definitely recommend using a tripod because it just makes it so much easier. It's not even funny. Anyone who tries to do camera movement any other way, I give them a pat on the back because good for you, but tripod is just so much easier. Brick filmers that I know of, like Keshin and Filmy Guy, that are good at camera movements, I know for a fact that they use tripods because they're the best. This is the way it is. You want the camera movement, you get the tripod. It's very good for you. All right, okay, very good. All right, so the first one is the pan. This one's probably the easiest one because all it is your camera's on your tripod, and you just kind of rotate it. It just stays in one spot, and you rotate it. And I usually use that just for, like, if someone's walking, I can follow them, or like in the Halloween video where I go back and forth between Bridge and Gus at the end. That's a pan as well. And so for what you do, all you have to do is when you're doing your walk cycle or whatever it is, you animate your minifigure, and then move the camera a little bit, and then take your picture. And then you animate, move the camera, take a picture. So you're basically just adding one more element to your animation every time. And you can also notice that the first two kind of show a continuous pan where the increments for the camera movements are all kind of the same. And then the one with Bridge and Gus is a more fluid movement where I ease in and ease out so it looks smooth. Kind of a whoo. That's why you have the whoo sound there. Yeah. So next we have the dolly. A dolly is just basically where the camera moves. Actually, literally moves. So you can do all sorts of dollies that go in all different directions. But the one I usually do is just side to side because that's kind of the easiest way to do it. That first one with Gus is I just pick up the tripod and then move it. And then as far as the increments go, I just try to keep the minifig in the middle of the frame. So however far I need to move it to keep him in the middle of the frame, that's how big the increment is. The second one is a bit different because I was actually moving it exactly 1 millimeter at a time. So you can't really do that by picking up the tripod because it would just look really shaky. So what you usually have to do with this type of shot is build some sort of rig for putting your camera on and then having it, for example, sliding on a ruler, and then you move it 1 millimeter at a time. And also, if you don't want to move your camera, you can also get the same effect by moving your set. And next, of course, we have the shaky cam, which is the most difficult, but definitely doable. More doable than people seem to think. It's more time-consuming than anything. So basically, there's no secret formula, obviously. It's shaky cam, it's supposed to be kind of random. But basically, what I tried to do in the game, which is the only video that I've really done shaky cam, is just moving the camera enough for it to look shaky without, steering too much away from the action, trying to keep the action somewhat in the middle of the frame the entire time. And also make sure the shake isn't like too intense. We don't need an earthquake here, we just need the camera to shake. So make sure your increments are fairly small most of the time, and easing in and out is definitely a part of the shaky cam. You don't want it to be like bam bam really choppy. You need to be able to see what's happening, obviously. But shaky cam, I don't know, there's no like I said, no secret formula. It's just something you need to try out and see what works for you. And then the second shot there, I was kind of just showing how you can follow the action when you're doing this. So you can see how the guy gets punched 3 times. With the camera, I was kind of following where the punches went, to the right, and then to the left, and to the right again, and then smash against the wall, and then I followed the guy down to the ground. So I think that's a good thing to do, just so your camera shake doesn't look completely random. So yeah, you guys, that's basically all I have for you. I don't really know what else to say. I really hope that's useful, not just kind of redundant. If there's something that you wanted to see and you didn't see it, or something needs to be explained more, please feel free to tell me, and then I'll try to explain it better maybe in another video. But yeah, that's camera movement. I would recommend doing it. I think it's really great. So try it yourself. See you guys later.